Honestly, I really like...
You've done well, I think
you've
done really well.
Pop my jeans open.
Tiffany has stumbled at the first hurdle, and only a few hours after a late-night feast, she's faced with Keith's bulging breakfast of 4 slices of cheese on toast.
I don't usually eat this much bread. It's quite filling, isn't it?
Definitely. I think that's probably why I quite like it. It's because if I eat that, it'll bulk me up really quick and make me feel content.
Meanwhile, Tiffany's sugary drinks are leaving a bitter taste in Keith's mouth.
What's that? Is it apple juice?
That's energy drink.
Tiffany is hooked on energy drinks, but they're just empty calories. If she's serious about getting curvy, then she needs to wean herself off them and start eating proper meals.
I really don't think I can eat any more. I'm quite sleepy now. I want the energy drink.
Full to bursting with Keith's stodge-filled breakfast and without her usual caffeine fix, Tiffany's mission of finding love is completely sidelined. But soon Keith's more than ready to feed his love of food, so it's back to the kitchen.
This is actually only half a tin of tomato soup, so I never can finish a whole one.
Right, OK.
Sorry.
Breaks my heart to tell you this. Quarter pounder with cheese, fries and chocolate milkshake. How does that sound?
Milkshake sounds good, the rest not even interested. Milkshake.
Just from the sugar?
Yeah.
There's something ridiculous, like something like 30 teaspoons of sugar in that.
That's good.
So
yeah, but how much sugar do you reckon is in that?
Yeah, probably quite a lot. She's got an addiction, I think, to sugar. It's the sugar again. She's getting her energies from wrong things on one side, but she eats good on the other. So she's got a little bit of a contradiction, I think, with her diet.
Tiffany might be right to snub Keith's greasy lunch, but it's not going to help her in her quest for curves. She needs to up her intake of fats in order to get those love handles she's after. His burger and chips is fully loaded with bad fat, or saturated fats, too much of which can lead to high cholesterol, clogged arteries and heart disease. By replacing it with foods high in good fat or polyunsaturated fat, like oily fish, avocados and nuts, Tiff could gain weight the healthy way.
I'd much rather see a nice big roast dinner with loads of veg and...
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't mind seeing that as well, actually.
Rather than that?
Yeah.
Well then, why is that exciting?
You can't go for a drive-through and get one.
Yeah, but that's not exciting. Seriously, look at it.
It's quick, though.
Seriously, look at it, though.
It's got quick written all over it, isn't it?
So far in your diet, I haven't seen evidence of you actually cooking anything, really, apart from toast.
Apart from toast, because it's quick.
I think it's a shame that he doesn't experiment with home-cooked food and enjoy cooking home-cooked food and try to cook as many varieties of home-cooked food as he does buying fast food.
Do you know what I think of dinner? Almost laughable. Almost. Very little. That felt like just drinking, like, thick water, really. How my stomach feels, I still feel very hungry.
Keith's diet is starting to have its own negative effects on Tiffany. After a full day of fatty foods, she's faced with a dinner of cheese pizza, and with no caffeine to wash it down, she's at the end of her tether.
I feel angry.
You feel angry?
Really? Sorry, Mum. I wanted to cry when I saw it was pizza and water for dinner. I was not hungry when I started it, still from today, even though I skipped lunch as well. I'm so over bread, I'm so over stodge. I feel really sluggish and really miserable and just down and just can't even bother to smile, really. I'm just like, ugh.
Tiny Tiffany is tired of even trying to eat her DJ counterpart's gigantic meals. But the home truths of her malnourishment are startling, and Dr. Jessen is hoping a few shock tactics will get her to change her ways.
So, Tiffany, come along and have a look at these pictures we've done of you.
Oh, they're vile.
Did you say they're vile?
Yes.
Why?
Disgusting.
This is the bit you don't like?
Yes.
Tell me more. Your boobs?
Yeah, I'd like to have bigger, more womanly breasts. Yes, definitely.
Breast size is partly governed by body fat proportions. A low BMI like Tiffany's decreases the chances of having bigger breasts.
It's something that you really see a lot in very underweight women. They start to look rather androgynous. They develop a rather boyish figure rather than a feminine figure. And that's sort of a warning sign, if you like, that weight is becoming a problem and the body is changing and reabsorbing itself, which sounds a bit alarming, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
What about this picture here?
Apart from worry lines, and apart from sort of like a little bit of bad skin, I don't, you know, that's fine.
Actually, really what I want to draw attention on is your hair. Not surprisingly, I'm going to tell you that diet is really, really important for both hair and nails.
In order to produce healthy hair, the body requires regular intake of essential vitamins, found in foods like leafy greens, brown rice and dairy products. Although Tiffany's diet includes a decent variety of these foods, her portions are so small she's 50% under the recommended daily intake of essential vitamins. If any of these are lacking, the hair shaft becomes weak, resulting in potential massive shedding and baldness.
What do you think of that?
I don't want to go bald.
No.
I like my hair.
You like your hair, so that's why you need to feed your hair. What about this picture here?
Oh.
How old would you say that person in the picture looks?
Oh, quite young, I'd say. You know, 15 or 16.
It is quite a childlike body, isn't it?
Yes.
You don't like me saying that?
Painful. Really painful. Yeah, because I'm not a young person in my mind. And that's, yeah, it's a horrible thing to say. Here. Yeah. I'm going all red.
Your reaction, your embarrassment and all of that is really interesting because it means we've really hit a nerve with this, the child issue, haven't we? I think this relates very much to what you eat and the fact that one could say that your portion sizes are also quite childlike. They're small. You eat kiddies' meals, don't you, in small portions. You never seem to finish anything. So although the overall balance of things is pretty good, you need to increase those portion sizes and start eating adult lady portions rather than these little girl portions that you do eat.
Yeah.
Was that fair?
Well, I'm definitely here to put on weight.
Yeah?
So, yeah. It's a good shock tactic to, make me stick to it. It's what I want.
I really do think changing my diet will be a positive thing. It might put on a bit of weight, but even if it doesn't, I'll know that I'm really healthy.
She might be 25, but Superskinny singleton Tiffany Patterson has the body of a girl 10 years younger. At 6 stone 11, she's less than a quarter of the size of her diet swap partner, 29.5 stone DJ Keith Kelsey. Following a wake-up call from Dr. Jessen, Tiff is determined to put on weight. Meanwhile, with Keith's meals reduced to the portion size he'd usually feed his 4-year-old daughter, he's finding the whole thing a joke.
Like the Russian book is going to come out in the morning and I'm going to get served up a bay leaf with a little bit of paprika and a bit of salt and pepper maybe. Oh no, I can't have salt, can I? Because that'd be real bad, wouldn't it? Right, I'm ready for main course now.
So Dr. Jessen decides it's time to give him something a little more serious to think about.
Keith, I've brought you here today because I want to make you realise that balanced, sensible diet and exercise is by far the best way to control your weight. And I'm going to show you something that I think is probably going to shock you quite a lot, but I hope will make you realise it's not a situation you ever want to find yourself in.
Over the last 5 weeks, we've followed Lisa Wheeler's preparation for weight loss surgery. At 46 years old, she weighs 26 stone, making her morbidly obese. With a BMI of 66, she battles with her body every day. But after a 10-year wait, she's minutes away from major surgery to remove 2/3 of her stomach and address her obesity nightmares for good.
Can't believe it's happening.
Are you nervous, Lisa, or are
Yeah, I am. It's terrible.
Are you? She's having something called a gastric sleeve, which is when most of her stomach's going to be removed. And she's never going to be able to eat a proper meal again. Ever. But her weight has been such a problem for so long, and she's got so many medical conditions as a result of this, that this really is a kind of last hope operation for her, isn't it, Lisa?
It is, yeah.
Like most people living with obesity, Lisa's had to endure a whole host of ailments directly linked to her weight, including high blood pressure, DVT, constant back pain, a hernia, sciatica and asthma.
Wish I was in your chair.
You all right? Yeah? You sure? What's up?
No, because I can relate. Yeah, I can relate.
You know, it's something that you can do, Keith. It's completely in your hand. It just requires that self-discipline, and I'm hoping that now you've seen all this, and when you've seen the operation, that will give you that impetus to actually really go for it.
There's no going back for Lisa, and as leading weight loss surgeon Mr. Ahmed commences with surgery, Keith is about to see firsthand the drastic effects of overeating.
So now we're basically looking into Lisa's abdominal cavity, and you can see all the yellow stuff. It's just all fat.
Looking at that fat is just making me feel... that's disgusting.
So we're going to start stapling the stomach next. I'm going to activate the stapler. See now, and deploy it, how it's dividing the stomach.
So there'll be another row of staples, another one all the way up to the top, and then all of this side is coming out. Yeah?
Lisa's surgery is far from a miracle cure. In fact, it's potentially life-threatening, with 1 out of 100 operations ending in fatality. Plus, post-operation, there's a host of possible complications. Her stapled area may leak, which can frequently cause infections that result in serious health problems.
So the operation is nearly finished now. All we have to do is to take out the stomach sleeve, which is here. He's nice and loose, and this is Lisa's new stomach here. This very nice, narrow, evenly shaped stomach tube.
But there's another possible complication.
What size meal now will that stomach be able to hold?
Once the healing process is over, the average meal size will be about half a cupful.
Half a cup.
If she tries to overdo it, she will vomit. If she tries to overdo it and she doesn't vomit and does it on a regular basis, that tube will stretch out again and form a new stomach.
And it should be back to square one again?
Back to square one, yes. Good. Through here. The best thing, Keith, is to avoid surgery, to be honest. You know, this is a really difficult option. It's a last-line treatment.
So, Keith, I'm hoping that having seen that operation, it's had the desired effect on you.
I kept thinking of a sandwich, and every time you have that butter on that sandwich, that's going straight, sticking itself around the liver and all that, and that was horrible. And I've never looked at food doing that to my body before in that way.
Lisa, hello. Now, I'm going to spit this tube out for me. Ready? Big deep breath and go.
I mean, have you ever given thought to what's going on in here?
Never, no, because I didn't want to.
Because what you saw on the little screen is exactly the same as what you've got in there.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
And that's my reality check,
That's
definitely.
what I wanted to get home to you. Watching Lisa undergo a life-changing operation has been a life-changing experience for Keith too. If he continues to eat the way he does, it could be him on that operating table. It's up to Keith to change his diet and his lifestyle before it kills him.
It's lunchtime in the diet swap, and with Lisa's surgery fresh on his mind, a trip to the takeaway is a whole new experience for Keith and Tiffany.
Do you know what? Normally that would actually probably send my mind into a frenzy, and my taste buds would be going, oh, I want that, but after this week and seeing what I've seen, it's still...
Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa, and I can't get it out of my head. Just seeing the arteries and all her organs.
Don't put me off my food.
No, you enjoy.
I'm definitely enjoying chicken. I'm a big fan of chicken.
It's a lot more than you'd normally eat, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm quite full up. My little belly's happy.
Tiffany isn't the only success story of the day. Armed with her lunch of a jacket potato with tuna, Keith is learning takeaways can be part of a busy lifestyle, as long as you choose the healthy option.
Would you prefer the lunch I ate today or the lunch you're eating today?
No, this lunch is a lot better. Really enjoying it. Almost to the point, I would say, almost getting me horny.
Yeah, baby, the mojo's back. Watch out, Tiffany. And on the final morning in the feeding clinic, they're back on the road to a more nutritional future.
Are you looking forward to going home? Last meal together ever?
Yes and no. It's been actually quite good here. Quite a learning curve. It's all become like a bit of an extended family this week, so we've all learnt a lot about each other. But, on the other hand, I can't wait to see my little one.
I'm not going to miss the actual food, I don't think, but I probably will definitely try and put more on my plate in future.
Mm.